Hi, this is Patty Phillips, and I'm the queen of damn near everything. And this is the second in our series of how to create a royal life, how to live a royal life. And as I've said before, a royal life isn't life at Buckingham Palace. You're not going to marry William or his brother because they're both taken now. But what you're going to do when you lead a royal life is to lead a life that's got just more pleasure, more fun, more oomph. It's centered around who you are to make you just experience daily happiness. So what we talked about in the first one was that you really need to make a list of what doesn't work for your life, what doesn't make you happy, and also a bucket list. Start to create a bucket list. And that's the beginning of the steps that we'll take in creating a royal life. So if you didn't hear the first one, please go back and take a few minutes and watch that. So in moving forward in how to create a royal life, my first thing is I think that women worry far too much about what other people think of them. And you know, you've got to get beyond that and realize that who you are is enough. And I'll give you an example of that. Since I've started using the moniker, the Queen of Damn Near Everything, I take my tiara a lot of places. I'll take a minute, take a picture, film, and at networking groups I wear my tiara. And most people have a very positive reaction to it. But you do get occasional people who have some little sour kind of whatever, little sourpuss attitude. And you know what? I don't really care. Because my feeling about it is I'm probably having more fun than they are anyway. So if they have something negative to say, that's too bad, poo-poo, that's their little life. So, you know, you just need to decide that you deserve a royal life. And until you make that decision that you deserve to have a great life, I don't think it'll happen. And people that know me know that almost any time there's a raffle that takes place, I typically win. If my card is in the raffle, usually my name gets called. And the reason for that is I think I deserve it. And for many, many years, it's been going on 20, 25 years, I win more raffles than most people. And people say, oh, I'm not even going to bother to enter that contest because I'm not going to win. I said, that's right, you're not, because that's what you think. With me, they laugh because I'll say, oh, pick my name. I haven't won anything all day. And that's the truth. I haven't usually won just since the last raffle that was my way, which might have been a day ago, might have been a week ago. But I just think I deserve to win, and I'm always stunned when I don't. That's how it is with your life. If you don't think you deserve to live a royal life, you probably won't. And, you know, going back to those people that are critical, I look at those people that criticize, and if you look and examine their life, when they criticize you, they're usually not very happy people. I've had some a recent thing happen in an event that I was planning to put on, and another woman kept coming out of the woodwork with, oh my gosh, you shouldn't do that. There's somebody who does this better than you, blah, blah, blah. She kept popping up on every Facebook page I had like a bad penny. And I wanted to just say, just get over it. My planning my event had nothing to do with the other woman who planned her event. They're two totally separate groups of people. Who's coming to my group isn't going to come to hers. And I look at this woman and I think she just must be bitterly unhappy to have to take this much time to stalk me on Facebook pages wherever my event shows up and comment on it. So don't worry about those critics. They're not living a royal life. They're living a pitiful life. So just decide you deserve to live the royal life. I don't know if many of you saw the movie that just came out a few months ago called The Greatest Showman. And I love that movie. I thought it was just great. I love the music. I love a lot of the theme in the movie. And there's one song, if you saw the movie, you'll recognize it. If you didn't, just Google it. And the song is called This Is Me. And the lady that's singing it in the movie is the bearded woman. I mean, you talk about getting criticism. That woman needed a good shave. But, you know, there she was. And the song embraces everything that she is. And I thought, this is a great theme song. And it says, when the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm going to send a flood, going to drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I'm whom I'm meant to be. This is me. And I just love that. I'm who I'm meant to be. And that's who we're supposed to be. You know, that royal life. what's a royal life for me, it might not be a royal life for you. I mentioned in the first of the series that I love to entertain. I love to put on a party, any kind of party, from a small thing to a big hoopty-la. And some people that would be the last thing in life they ever want to do. That's not their royal life, that's mine. You need to decide what your royal life is for you, because it's not the same for anybody. So that song goes on and says, look out, because here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. And that's how I feel about life. You know, not everybody is for everyone. One of my friends once said, oh, Patty, I introduced you to so-and-so and they really liked you. My comeback, of course, was, what's not to like? And she says, well, you know, you take a little getting used to. And maybe that's the case, but you know what? I don't make any apologies. If you don't like me, move on. Find somebody else. I don't care. That's how we live a royal life, is by enjoying who we are and believing in it. I'll give you one example. A few years ago, I was engaged to somebody, a very nice man, very handsome. We got along very nicely. You know, he was a great guy. And a few years into the relationship, I started looking at things. And I realized this man didn't have a passion to be with me. We would do things, but when it came to going to a wedding or going to a funeral or just a lot of day-to-day things, while I don't need to be tied to the hip of the man I'm with, I do want him to want to be with me. And he didn't. And I got looking at that and I thought, you know, this is not enough for me. I want more in my life. And a lot of people looked and said, oh my God, you've got it made with this guy. He's just great. And he was a great guy. But I just decided one day, you know, it's not enough for me. And while it may have been enough to give somebody else their royal life, I wanted a man who had the passion to be with me, go places with me, do things with me. When we went on vacation as a couple, we went on his vacation to do what he wanted. And during the day, I was left for 9 or 10 hours to do things on my own. Now I can go sightsee, I can shop, I can relax by the pool. That's great, but it's not great for me every vacation. So I had to look at what would work. So I ended that relationship because it wasn't enough. And lo and behold, a very short time later, I ended up with a new man in my life who is just, to me, the king to my queen. He loves to be with me. We have a passion to be together. While we both live our own lives and do our own things, when we're gone from each other all day, we can't wait to see each other at the end of the day. When one of us has to go someplace the other doesn't go, we miss each other. And we have a saying that every day is an adventure, and it truly is in our life. Some of you that know me personally know we travel a lot. We go here, we do this, we dance together. We really enjoy life. He loves to entertain like I love to entertain. What else could be more perfect? Because those are the things that are important in my life. And so that is how I have my royal life right now, because I don't settle. And you've got to look at life and why settle? I talked in the last of the series about getting rid of the things you don't like in life. And I want to give you an example. It's a bit of an extreme example, but I know a woman probably 12, 14 years through business things. And from the very first time I met her, she was griping about her husband, is not happy with her husband, doesn't enjoy life with her husband. They fight, they don't get along, blah, blah, blah. And I'll see her at things, and then our paths might not cross for a while. Then we get together, or, you know, we see each other on Facebook or something. And we got together a few months ago, and she was telling me how unhappy she was. And I finally looked and said, you know what? You haven't been happy in that marriage since the day I met you. What are you waiting for? She says, well, I'm a little, scared to go out on my own. I reminded her, life is pretty short. We don't know if we have tomorrow. There's no guarantee. We've all seen it, where somebody's life has just been cut short like that. And I don't want to ever look back and say, I wish I did, or I wish I'd done this differently, or oh my God, how many years have I wasted? And so I don't know too many people that have gone through a divorce and looked back and said, gee, I wish I didn't do that. In most cases, they've moved on and had a better life. So whatever it is, big or small, make sure that you're living the life that is the royal life for you. Because as I say again and again, I think every woman is a queen. And you have the opportunity in your life to be the queen. No one else is going to give it to you. You know, it's not like Prince Charles over there who's going to be given his crown and become king. Few of us are in the royal family. So if you're not in the royal family, I suggest you buy your own damn tiara, put it on, and become queen for yourself. So that, you know, you need to remember that. I truly believe every day is an adventure. Every woman is a queen. And do what it takes. So you've got a few steps that I've given you in creating the royal life. Figure out what works for you, and stay tuned for the last in the series on how to live a royal life. And meanwhile, please share my blog and my site of www, the Queen of Damn Near Everything. And also, please check me out on Instagram. Remember, it's the Queen of Darn Near Everything on there. And we're going to have some great events coming up, so stay tuned while I tell you about those on the next of the series. Thanks so much.